Output should appear like this. Try writing. See, all the odd number in one line, all the even number in one line. Yes, now you can reply once. Yes, working, not working. First, we have created two variable, odd and even. Okay, two variable we have created, odd and even. After creating these two variable, we have run a for loop and we check each and every number. Is it odd? Odd, then go to the odd variable. Even, then go to the even variable. And after that, in the last, we are putting the comma. At last, when the loop will get finished, odd will hold odd the number, all the even will hold all the even number. Then we generated two paragraph. In one paragraph, we kept odd variable, another paragraph we kept even variable. And both we store under the data variable, and finally under the container, we are sending one variable that is called data. So finally, it will display you the odd number in one paragraph and same time even number in another paragraph. Happening. Okay, then next file we can create, that will be for the complete array manipulation. Data will read from array. We will write the data inside the array. Read, write, delete from the array. Next file, you will give file name array binding 1.html. Array binding 1.html. Array binding 1.html. Now inside the array binding 1.html, start from HTML, follow the head section, correct, write the script. Under the script, store some create a variable. Maybe you can write book list equal to store some name of the books, Java basic, Node advanced, HTML5, yes. So this array we store in this elements we store in array, and that array is out of the function. So it is becoming a global array for this current file. Global variable. This becomes a global variables. This becomes a global variable. Let's go next. Write a function, a variable book list, not book list, get book. Okay. We can write inside a variable book data equal to empty. Now this book data will hold the list of TR and it is going to generate inside the for loop. So you can write here book list dot map name of the book and index of book. Book list dot map name of book and index of book. Now book data inside the book data plus equal to book data plus equal to is equal to book data equal to book data plus tr open tr close. So it is going to generate the number of tr slash n you will keep here. Here also you will keep slash n. Last put 2 times double slash n. So line break will happen 2 times. And we'll go here. Data book data equal to book data plus open the td plus plus close the td right inside index. After the td slash is required, you are generating the tr td th dynamically inside the JavaScript. Name you will add here. Last td you will create a button called delete. Close the button. Delete button open. Delete button close. At last, we need to run this and get alert and see what is coming under the book data variable. This get book function you will call on load body on load equal to you will call the function call get book. Okay, check now. Once alert will come, they will get the list of books. Okay, ready? Check now. Are you getting the multiple? This one, TR. Alert will come. I have written alert for that purpose. When alert will come, it will show you. Slash n 2 times I have given. Slash n, this will be, oh, hold on. Slash n like this. Slash, I have given the wrong slash. I should give this slash. Everywhere slash n is this way. Check once. ठीक है, अच्छा ठीक है। तो इवनिंग के लिए हमको बताइए आप, इवनिंग में कुछ होता है? कितने बजे तक ऑफिस है? ठीक है, तो कीर्तना को पूछते हैं कि अगर इवनिंग के लिए लोग रेडी हैं तो। ठीक है, अब 1-2 दिन में काम होगा आपका। हाँ, हाँ, ठीक है। हम्म। See, this is the output. How many elements we have inside array? 1, 2, 3, 4 elements we have, correct? When I run my page, I got first array that is going saying Java basic. Second array is saying Node advanced. Third array says HTML5 and last array says is a React.js. So total 4 TR it generated. So usually we write, when we write the manually TR, we write like this only, TR open close TD and all we write. So instead of writing manually from our side, this task we have given to JavaScript. And we said like, okay, this is my data, and you have to create the TR. Inside that there should be index serial number, name should be there, and button and all should be there, correct? So let us go here, remove /n and all. /n is only to understand the how TR is generating. Now come down. Go to the HTML. First here, after alert, you write document dot get element by ID. Get element by ID. Document dot get element by ID. Which ID? You can say maybe container dot inner HTML equal to container dot inner HTML equal to this book data. We generated the multiple TR, and this list of TR we are going to send to this list of TR we are going to send to this container. So container is nothing but it's a table, and inside the table you have a T head and you have a T body, T head and T body, and under the T body you will give the ID as a container. You will give the ID as a container. Under the T body you will give the ID as a container. You will give the ID as a container. ID as a container, right? Under this container, JavaScript is going to send the data in the form of TR. Under the T head, you will follow one TR, and this TR will be fixed TR. Its data is not going to change. So the first TS should be book ID. Second TS should be book name. The third TL should be book. You can say call action. T body, T head, TR, and action. So for this table now, you will put some alignment. Table should be in the center, and cell padding should be 10. Now you check. Once you run the page, alert will come. This alert will give you complete mix of data. Multiple TR will come there. If you do OK, that data will be listed under the T body. So ready? Check now. Once you do OK, list of item will appear here inside the table. Cell padding we can increase also. 1.5. Then you can write border as a 1. So ready? Check now. Something like this will appear. In this, the loop how it is running, that we have to little concentrate. Every time your data will come from the array, individual element will come, and then every loop, suppose 6 element we have, so 6 time loop will generate, and in every loop it will create, one TR, with the 3 TD, and after that all the TR and TD will go to the book data variable. Book data variable at last, using inner HTML, you are sending to container. Container is the name of the ID of your T body. Under T body, like under the T head, how you have written the TR. Similar way, under the T body, we have to write the TR. So instead of writing manually, we ask the JavaScript, you generate the TR, and list of TR you send to the container. Now under the container, under the container you will have list of tr. Okay, so check now and add some more element inside the array and see the list is increasing or not. Add one or two more book and check is it increasing or not. Add one or two more book and check once the list is increasing or not. This is the HTML code, this is the JavaScript code. Compare twice, thrice. On load, you have to call here the function. On load, we need to call the function. Yes, now should come. Then we can add the next functionality, delete part, or maybe add the new element. So it is here. Once the page will run, immediately list of the books will come in your page. For this table, you can give one heading also. H1, align as the center, align equal to center, single dimensional, single dimensional array, add list, delete. Single dimensional array, add list and delete. Three functionality together. Yeah, hello. Yeah, what's your name? Okay. Now, now all are busy. Without pay, no one will work, but people are not free. All are busy. I will check and I will let you know. Give some time. Okay, hope ready. Check now. So you will get a heading also. Single dimensional array, add list, and then delete. Correct. If you are adding the new elements, it's getting increase or not? Getting increase. If you add the new element, the number of items will get increased. Send your code, others not working. Send your script first. A script to a script. If you think not working, it will not work. Send your code quickly, a script to a script in chat. Now send your HTML code, body to body. Okay. Error is not there. You can replace with my script, it should work. I sent you a script to a script. Replace that. I sent you body to body. Replace that. Then run the page. Replace the code and then check it should work. Now we can delete the element. Whichever the array element we have inside the array, we'll write a function to delete that. So write a function here, a variable del book function name. Inside the function name, we require a book index. Which book you want to delete. Keep an alert here. Book index. Book index you keep here. Ready? Del function, del book. Now come to the code. On click equal to in single quote. On click equal to in single quote. On click equal to in single quote. Call this del book function. Del book. Inside the del book, you pass as a one and check. Wherever you click, one will come as a alert. Wherever we click, one will come as a alert. Wherever you click, one will come as a alert. If you click any delete button, one should come as alert because we are given one as a fixed value. We want whichever the delete we click, that particular book index should come as a alert. Okay, so whichever the delete function we click, the particular index should come as a alert. For that, something we have to do. Check once. One is coming as alert. Once you click. Coming 0, 1, 2, 3 or only 1? 1, 1, 1 will come as alert. Now 1 should not come as alert. For every book, the index is 0, 1, 2, 3. So at this place, remove 1 and you have to pass here index. But index you cannot pass directly. Index is a variable. Variable will not come in single quote. So here we have to do plus 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 index. So plus plus index, what is it represent? Concatenation. Plus plus index represent the concatenation. So we are concatenating single quote, a static statement and dynamic statement together. A static statement and dynamic statement we are concatenating together. Using which one? Using the plus operator. Okay. So whichever the alert delete you click, that index is coming as alert. Okay. Next, after that, we have to write here a function, a splice function. Your book array name is book list. Array name is book list dot splice. Book list dot splice. Inside we will pass book index. Okay. A splice function used to add the value also, and a splice function used to delete the value also. A splice function used to add the element, a splice function used to delete element. Both work it will do. If you give 1, then it will do the deletion. If you keep 0, then it will do the addition. So 0 and 1 is the fixed value. Now you have to pass the book index comma 1. 1 as a boolean value, so that a splice function will understand we want to delete the element. A splice function will understand we want to delete the element. Splice function will understand we want to delete the element. Okay, ready? Check now. Item will get deleted. After deleting of the item, you have to call the get book function again to reload the list. Item will get deleted, and here this function will reload the list. It will reload the list. It will reload the list. Check now. After deleting, reload is happening or not? Hope ready? Let's go next. Let me check once whether it's deleting or not. Suppose I deleted the advanced Java, alert came as a 1, advanced Java will go from the list. Click delete HTML5, get deleted from the list. So this is what is happening. Data is coming from the array. Data is coming from the array, but once you reload the page, it will not delete permanently. See, this is not permanently delete. Temporary delete. You can add also temporary, you are deleting also temporary. This data you can't delete from here forever. It will be there only. Once you reload the page, it will come back. Okay, so hope similar thing is happening. Now we need to add the new record. So let's go. Align as a center. Right here call. Write a button. Add user. Add book. On click call a function. On click equal to call a function called save. On click equal to call a function called save. Write a function save. Okay, co-created the function. After that, inside the function, when the user will come, click on save button, right? So we can write a function here, a variable called save, and under the save function, we can write here. See where you want to add the new element. So if you want to add manually, you can go to this book list. You can add here one new element inside this array last. But JavaScript says like manually, how can you add in the project? So I have a function. That function will help you to add in the beginning, to add in the last, and to add anywhere, wherever you want. Okay. So for that, first let's try with the fixed value. So what you can do, call your array name. Array name is booklist dot push. Booklist dot push. Inside that, you can add here one variable called maybe new book equal to something right here called test. Now that new book you can pass here push using push function. So push function, what it will do, it add at end of array. It add at end of the array. It is going to add where? At the end of array. It will add at the end of the array. Going to add at the end of the array. Right. Next, after adding at the end of the array, again we have to reload the list. If you click on the button 4-5 times, then what will happen is same test will keep added. If you click on the button 4-5 times, same ready. Now after that, let's come to the page and click on button. Just click on button. It will add a book called test. Test will keep adding n number of times. how many time you click, that many time what will happen? Test will get added. Test will get added. The test is getting added. Now check once test is adding. Test is not adding.
Yes, sir.
On click save button you call, no, save. Save function have a function called test push booklist dot push new book, and after that you call the get book. So this is fixed value. We want to take the value from text box. There should be a text box where user will enter the value, and whichever the value will be entered by user, that value will come under the list. That value will come under the list. Okay. That value will come under the list. So next what we will do is you come here to the HTML. In HTML, create a text box now. I say enter book name. Input type equal to text. Input type equal to text. ID equal to book name. ID equal to book name. Create a text box. Give ID equal to book name. Create a text box. Give ID equal to book name. ID equal to book name we are given. Then we'll go to JavaScript and we'll ask the JavaScript save function. We will ask the JavaScript save function to check in current page where is the text box ID with the book name, take their value and then give to the push function. So at this place we will write document dot get element by ID. Document dot get element by ID. Which ID? Book name. What you want to do of that? We want to take their value. So document dot get element by ID. In current document, find out those elements whose ID is book name, and what to do of that? Take the value and give to whom? New book. Now this will work like when we enter the ready. Now enter the value under the text box, click on save button. The value of text box is coming under the list. Whichever the value enter, that value will come under the list. Something like this. Let me show you. I'll go here. We'll enter here called basic Python. Click on save button. Basic Python will get added here. Basic CSS. Basic CSS. Click on save, it will come here. Basic React. Click on save, it will come here. Right? So whichever the value you enter under the text box and click on save button, that should reflect inside the page. Working. Next, after that, the text box should become clear. When we enter the value here and click on save button, text box should become clear after adding the value. So you are able to add, you are able to delete. Now text box should become clear. So to clear the text box, one single line you have to write here. Same document dot get element by ID. Just value equal to empty you have to set. And by ID, value equal to empty. Value equal to empty. Document dot get element by ID. Book name dot value equal to empty. Clearing the text box. Here, I will go here and enter here call. Advanced Node.js. Click on save book. It got added here and the text box become clear. So this is compulsory important part. We need to know that. We need to remember this. When we go for interview, people will give you example. They will ask you to do write a page where display list of product and apply a functionality called add to cart. When you click on button, it should display in your cart there is a 3 item. Flipkart, you saw Flipkart. Flipkart. When you click on add to cart, what it will say? Item will get increased. That is called array.push function only. Okay. There also we use array push pop, array slice splice. Without interview, without program, how they will give you the job here? They are going to hire you as a programmer. And without writing the program, how anyone will hire? Software developer meaning is what? Programmer. You are going to write the program. Manual work you are going to convert into automate. That program is required. Okay. Okay. Now if it is working, anyone have error or no error? One small assignment I'll give you exact related to similar example. Complete similar example. One assignment will give you that is something like this. Okay. Hello. Um,